We are. Here we are. Yes, we're live. We're live. And oh my God, upside down. You turn me inside out,
Is that
baby,
better?
round and round.
I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Great, great. So
Are we
we're
live
live.
yet?
Welcome to Food for Thought. This is our monthly, and tonight we have a great topic for you guys. It's healthier lifestyle or healthier living. So Tim already asked me this morning, healthier than what? But yes, you're right. You can ask those questions. Healthier than what? Healthier than what? So healthy lifestyle is our topic tonight, and I'm glad that so many people are already popping up here in the chat. So let's see, who do we have on? Who do we have on?
We'll be there in a minute.
By the way, this topic was a suggestion by one of our dear viewers, Dane Duffus. And thank you, Dane, for suggesting this topic. It has been on our list for quite some time, right, Ian? It has been out there quite for a while. So we thought that tonight is the night to discuss the topic. So let's see, first of all, who do we have here in the chat and go through. We got the first one, Ian at home and Ian on screen. So welcome, Ian. How are you? Good.
Fine, thank you.
Thanks for making time again.
Yep.
And
we're here.
Look at it. We got, it's Craig. Hi, Craig. And we got Sarah Childs. Hi, Sarah. I still need to reach out to you. And yes, I see what you're posting here about the fires on the island. Yes, unfortunately, we have another little spike. It looks now calmer than it did earlier on today, but yes, fingers crossed it won't spread any further. So yes, also the winds need to calm down a little bit. So calm, and peace of mind. Yeah. Sarah Childs, we got David Butler. Yes. We saw each other the other day, so that's great. And Marie and David, thanks for making time. And we also have Marie Alti. And who else? Trisha Slater, Jeff Daniels, and so on. And Jeff Daniels, did I say yes? Okay. All right. So thanks for making time. And Marie just popped in as well. So I hope you're having a good time, everyone, wherever you are. Some of you, I know you are on the island. You're enjoying the full sunshine in the south or in the north. I'm glad that you are having a good time out here. So just let's see, how is our Ian doing? How are you?
I'm here. You people seem to be rubbing it into me with the sun and the warm weather. We've had a rather wet afternoon. Couple of times I've been out and I've got myself wet, but it only goes skin deep.
Exactly. And you can rub it in November when you are back on the island, right?
Yes, I will. I'll bring you some water, some rain, some good Scottish rain.
Oh, great. So Tim and Christine, I guess they are also going to come in shortly. Tim said he would be only 5 minutes. That's fine. I also see that Ray Duffy made it. Welcome, Ray. And yes, tonight's discussion is going to be about healthier living. Yes. And rightly so. Tim asked, when I sent him the link, he asked, healthier than what? Yes, exactly. Healthier than what? You compare it to something, right? So healthier lifestyle. I mean, what does that mean to you guys? What does that ring a bell? Do you practice something for yourself that you say, yes, I'm doing that consciously to actually gain a healthier lifestyle? Is there something that you do on a regular basis for yourself and maybe for also the community? I know for sure that one thing that comes to my mind, which maybe might not be so obvious, but community is a big thing. And just the other day, when I met with David and Anne Marie, I think, and looking at their pictures, they are enjoying their time here on the island, and they are doing a great job on community and this whole network thing. Not only networking online, but spreading it out to real life, and then meeting up even on a remote island like Tenerife. So I think that's great, and it's definitely part of yeah, health, a healthier lifestyle, a healthier living. So what would you guys say in the chat? Let me know what you guys think, what you are already doing, or maybe even something that you would like to implement in your lifestyle. Still haven't gotten there quite yet, but you are still working on it and giving it a go. So what are those things? Let me know in the chat, and let's see
Yep,
if we
yep.
have already.
I think you said something there very to what we're doing is you mentioned community there. I think the community is a great thing um, where people get together, they can share ideas.
Mhm.
Um, okay, maybe what works for one, maybe obviously maybe doesn't work for another, but if you're all together and you're having a wee chat about it, you can all share your ideas. It's, I think at the end of the day, you're all looking to sort of maintain the lifestyle that you've got. How do you look after the lifestyle that you've got? Um, I, on a personal note, I mean, this is only on a personal note. I mean, I'm on the opinion that it's something you learn when you're young. If you
Okay.
if, if you stop and think about it, it's something I find it's something you learn when you're young.
Uh-huh.
It's maybe something that you inherit from your parents and your family, the way they lived, the way they looked after themselves, what they did. Um, Obviously, when you go to school, through your years at your school age, you get taught that at the school uh, as well. And I find that as your life goes on, you develop yourself, you develop your own lifestyle, you develop your own health through your life. You find I would say you maybe find yourself a goal in your adult life that you want to get there, but how you going to do it? You've got to look after yourself to get to that stage. And thinking about looking after yourself, thinking about your life values as you go through
Yeah.
your years,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh, Maria?
Just want to mention Marie Altie's comment. Walking my dogs. Did pack in smokes when I was ill, but eating more healthy and losing weight. Yes, yeah, those are all good points. Yes, absolutely, Marie. And yeah, walking the dog. I mean, walk with the dog or or by yourself at any any type of weather, right? I mean, there's
Yeah.
only a wrong type of clothing, as my mom likes to say.
get get the willy bits on and the big hat and the umbrella, away you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Nothing,
Yes.
nothing like it. Nothing.
What I always find interesting is we've spoken about that, and you just mentioned goal. So let me see if I can find this. There is that concept, and we've been talking about that quite a lot of times. We mentioned it in our food for thought, and early on also in balcony banter. We did the ikigai, that Japanese concept of finding your reason for being, finding your purpose. So what's here in the middle where it says ikigai, it's a mix of all those other sections. So you find your purpose, or you stumble upon it, or you develop it through what you love, and also maybe what the world needs, and then what you can be paid for, if you're still working, and also what you're good at. So those are all mix sections that make up our ikigai, our purpose of life. And I think it's quite good, this concept, this Japanese
Yep.
concept. Also the fact that they don't really have a word for retirement, for instance. It just is not present in their vocabulary. So I mean, if you don't have a word for something, or you don't you cannot give something really meaning, because you don't really name it. Of course, they might not be working and earning money, but that does not mean that they are retiring, as we might think about it. They still carry on with the ikigai, doing what they love, what the community needs, and what they're good at. And maybe I'm gonna just put up. Tim and Chris just came in, so
Hey,
those are things that carry on throughout the whole lifespan, basically. So let's hear from our Tim and Chris. How are you?
thank you for waiting for us. I know you didn't, but thank you for letting us come in late. I was totally bombed with shopping, and I met somebody in Mercadona, and we had a chin wag. They were followers of the channel, and I just lost track of time, and it was my fault.
Oh,
Christina dropped her phone, so she couldn't call me to say we're late.
oh,
I apologise that we're having the helicopters flying over and back.
yeah. You are not having any trouble with fire down there, no?
But it's they're filming just up the road here,
Ah,
Oh,
and
okay.
Gerard Butler. They just blew up a mock town in between Kayasavaki and what's the French place
Ah,
called?
Amenime,
No,
Giarisora,
the other way.
Giarisora,
Yeah, in between, it's just outside.
San
So
Juan.
no, there's like a big building, a French building.
Ah,
What's it called?
yes,
Marasul.
yes.
Marasul.
Amarasul.
So in
Okay.
between Kayasavaki and Marasul, they built a village, and I think it's Gerard Butler's doing some action movie or something. And
Wow. And you are not acting.
I am acting. Yeah, they said, "Can you act over the hills and far away?"
He's the guy who throws the F word in.
It's the guy that throws the F word in, right?
Chris, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Little stress because it's way too hot.
it is hot. It is hot. I'm telling you, up here as well, in the woods, in
I
the
think it's hot
forest.
everywhere. I was watching. Sorry to maybe go on a tangent here, but if you know Janet Anscombe, she's a Dame Janet Anscombe, I should say. Hi, Janet, if you're watching. She tweeted today, or X'd, or whatever you say these days. This guy, this scientist, has put up the latest figures for September, and it is the hottest September on record ever worldwide, with a 0.5 degree increase, which gives you 1.8 degrees difference between normal and today.
Wow.
So if that is not a wake up for climate change, I don't know what is.
Well, definitely not a black T-shirt.
This is a present. I had to wear it, but it's one of those
Okay.
Puma T-shirts that keeps you
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Thanks, Anne
Okay then.
and David.
Okay.
Don't
All
bring
righty
presents.
then.
Don't bring presents.
It looks very good on you.
Thank you very much.
So
Hi, Ian. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Fine. Yeah.
Is that a virtual background there?
It is actually. I'll step aside. It's one of a few photographs that we got from one of our subscribers, Dane in Aberdeen.
Okay. Cool
look at
dude.
that.
What he's just done, they've redone their own house landscaping, and that was a bit they did in the front with chippings, and they put that fancy tree in. The black posts you see at the back, they've now completed that, and they've got a fence and everything in that up there. Unfortunately, we tried to get Dane to come and join us tonight, but he didn't make it back in time. So, yeah.
It's a bit like me.
As Dane was the one suggesting our topic for tonight, a healthier lifestyle.
Cool dude, Dane Doofus.
Yep.
And Dane, yes, thank you very much. And definitely what he and his father are doing, the gardening, it's one of those natural movements. And Ian, you know that full well. You are doing it all the time. So it's basically movement, but very natural movement. So you actually are not really aware of that you're actually moving. But
I
you're
have a
moving
natural
whole
movement
lot.
every morning.
Out of bed.
Yeah.
After I get out of bed, hopefully.
No, you're true what you say, Julianne.
Is that a virtual background? Excuse me for a minute.
Go on, Ian.
What you were saying there is actually true. You do it and you don't realize. You don't think about it. You just go and you do it, and you go through the process. You do it, and it just comes automatically.
Yes.
If you'd seen one of my videos that I just put up last week, I did a bit and then I had to go and sit down, and you take it in moderation.
Exactly. But I mean, I was there with you with the carrot harvest and the potato harvest. I saw you coming up and down on your knees and up and down and moving back and forth. And all the time you were in movement, and you're probably not really aware that you're actually moving so much and so many different muscles of your body. You might feel it the following day that you need a little bit of a stretch here and there. But that's very natural movement. The same they found if you look into the blue zones. Those are areas worldwide where there's a higher percentage of people who live longer and who don't necessarily are so prone to chronic diseases. So in those blue zone areas, or now Tim and Chris are in the green zone. Yes, in those green zone or blue zone areas, that's where they found that the people living there, they also do a lot of natural movement. And one thing that was mentioned was the gardening, or even the little villages that are further uphill. The people still keep moving. They are walking the streets. It's not that every little shop was done with a car, by car. It was more moving up and down the hill. So I mean that's a natural incline, and that's also
Yeah.
part of natural
Yeah,
movement.
that's it. Right. It's something I was saying earlier on there. Um, be an active person. Uh, if you're an active person, I find you're halfway there to helping and being healthy, helping your healthy lifestyle. Um, I enjoy the great outdoors, and I know many people do enjoy the great outdoors as well. Um,
Mm,
it's amazing what you do and what you see when you're out there. I mean, I I I walk. I do a lot of walking and that around our
yes.
various woodlands. And um, when you're walking around there, you go around once and you go around again. You'll see something different. Your senses are picking up different things every time, different
Mhm.
smells, different
Yeah.
sights, uh,
Yes.
I mean that's all part of your healthy lifestyle. Uh,
Yeah.
get out there. You're enjoying the fresh air. Although sometimes round the farms at the moment it's not very fresh.
No, it's too fresh, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. But see, as the saying, as we say, it clears your tubes.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I got it here around the corner too.
Uh, uh,
Goats, horses, pigs. Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
cows. Yes,
Let's
yes,
see. Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
think
Tim and Chris, you arrived at the blue zones now.
We have the virtual background,
Yes, beautiful. I love
your
it.
old home.
super.
Perfect. I love it. And Tim, you are doing as well a lot of walking, and you don't really realize how much actually, because you are doing something fun uh, simultaneously. So that takes off the painful walk, right?
I was looking into this. There's sort of like the calories that you consume by thinking. Then there's the calories that you consume by brushing your teeth and cooking and cleaning and getting up and walking around. Then there's the calories you consume by walking,
Mhm.
and then there's the calories you consume by doing exercise. And it was amazing how few calories you consume when you exercise,
Mhm.
unless you're lifting a lot of weight.
Then you consume a lot.
You consume more if you're lifting weights, yeah. But
Okay.
basically, going for a walk for an hour is better than being on a treadmill
Hmm.
or doing push-ups or doing this, all these other exercises that you do.
You
Mhm.
have been quite successful right now with your
I've been successful with
workouts.
my weights by giving up alcohol earlier on in the year,
Hmm.
and also writing down what I eat. So the
Okay.
Mm.
first thing I did was to write down what I ate and then convert that into how many calories I was consuming. So
Mhm.
Hmm.
whilst I was actually doing the thing, I just ate what I wanted and drank what I wanted, but I
Hmm.
wrote it down.
Yeah.
Then I went back 2 or 3 months later, and I went back over the data, and I put the calories amount in, and I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked. So that was from January till March. Then from March, I started writing it down before I ate it,
Okay.
and that taught me, well, you don't need that extra piece of toast.
Hmm.
You don't need to spread the butter that thick. You
Hmm.
don't need the extra Twix after dinner, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah.
And so writing it down before you eat it helped me control my calories.
Yeah.
That was the next 3 months. And I automatically lost weight and felt healthier after
That's
that.
great. That's
Then
great.
what I did is I planned my meals.
Mm-hmm.
So I used the calorie counter to plan the meals before I went shopping.
Yeah.
So I would buy a jar of beans for 70 cents instead of a jar of Heinz beans for 1.55 or whatever it is now. Because in the Heinz beans, they've got the tomato sauce and the sugar and the preservatives. But if you just buy Ayubias, which are the same thing, right? Just in saline,
Yeah.
then there's less calories in it. So you could have the same amount of beans. I mean, you could put your own tomato frito in and make it taste better than Heinz beans.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's just an example, but you know what I'm saying. You
Yes,
do the
absolutely.
work before you eat it. And
Yeah.
then I actually was 125 kilos. I went down to 112, and I'm hovering around 115 now, mainly because I've sort of stopped counting.
Oh.
And the reason I stopped counting is because I got a little bit of cash.
That's interesting what you just said there, actually, Tim. First thing you said was you write things down. Now, Barbara goes to a slimming club just along in our village hall, and that is actually what they get told is that do a thing for a week and write down what you've actually eaten.
Yeah.
Then when they go back the following week, they're actually supposed to take the sheet with them and they go through them and say, well, you need to cut that down, you need to cut that down. The different types of food, and they actually do that. You know?
Yeah. It's keeping track and sort of accountability as well.
I think that the way that sort of Weight Watchers or these slimming clubs do it is sort of, I'm not saying it's shaming, but it's accentuating what you're doing. And so, oh yeah, I had the extra Twix, yeah, but that's not the problem. The problem is consuming more calories than you are burning.
Yeah,
Four things.
just
Four
what
things. After you've done all the writing down and done the thing, and then you're mindful about what you buy, you're mindful about your menu, and then the next thing is find out how many calories that you burn at rest, how many calories you burn naturally by movement, how many calories you burn by your lifestyle. You know, you have a sedentary lifestyle or you're very active, and eventually you'll come up with a figure that says you have to consume this amount of calories to stay the same weight as you are today. And this is the calorie amount that allows you to maintain your weight. If you go above that line, you're going to gain weight. If you reduce it by, let's say, 300 calories as a goal for the day, then you will automatically lose weight. And it doesn't mean to say you've got to cut out potatoes or don't eat pasta or don't have chocolate. None of that matters, funnily enough, especially fats and natural products like butter and full fat milk. It doesn't matter. It only matters the calorific value. And so therefore, if you are eating your calorific value minus 300 calories, you will automatically lose weight. And you don't have to cut out anything that you don't like. You just have to count it and make sure you stop at, well, my weight losing figure at the moment with my height, weight, and obesity is 1,500 calories a day. So if I go over 1,500 calories, I'm putting weight on. No, if I go over 1,800 calories, I'm putting weight on. If I'm 1,800 calories, I'm maintaining weight. And 1,500 calories, I'm losing between 600 and 700 grams a month.
And Tim, how is it? Now you say stop also. So there's this that concept, and it's also funnily it comes also from Asia. It's called what's it called? Ahara Hachibu,
Hmm.
if I say that correctly. And
I
that
don't know it, but I'll believe you.
means sort of that you stop eating when your body is 80% full. So you're not like munching away till you're 100% full. You are conscious and mindful about your eating. Also, of course, chewing, that's already pre-digestion, and taking it slow and not rushing your food down. And then be very mindful and aware of your being full, of your saturation, basically. So
I
have you
think that's more
noticed?
for people like you. So people like you who are living a healthy lifestyle, you have typically an ideal weight, or maybe you want to be a little bit lighter, but I think that those nuances are for people like yourself. For fat bastards like me, we're allowed to say that on YouTube. We're allowed to say that. For fat people like me, then you have to you got to sell it as a mathematical problem. For the simple reason is that if you go into the nuance, you're not going to get any better or worse. To start off, I have to reduce the number of calories I intake or increase the number of calories I burn,
Mhm.
and I don't even count the increase. So it allows you. I use an app on the phone called MyFitnessPal, and it allows you to do exercise, and it'll tell you how many calories you burnt, and then theoretically you could eat that, right?
Mhm.
But I'm doing it without that. So I'm saying 1,500 calories is the limit. And if I'm hit 1,500 calories that day, I'm in calorie deficit and I'm losing weight. If I go over that, I am in calorie 1,800 calories. I am maintaining weight, and anything over that, I'm gaining weight.
Yeah. Look at what
So
Denise says. Healthy living, yes, but let's ask Julian about Smash Up. Yes, I recommended them.
about what?
Smash Up. That's a lovely burger place in Puerto de la Cruz. So everyone who gets a chance to go and visit there, they do the most amazing hamburgers. So just giving it a shout out. And Denise is also now a big fan. Denise and Steve,
You know that a
they go there
hamburger
weekly.
as a hamburger is healthier than a what's the green thing that people eat these days? Avocado sandwich, avocado toast. There is more fat in avocado toast than there is in a hamburger.
Mm,
It's the fries and the fizzy drink that kills you.
yes. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's all again. It's all balance, and there's nothing wrong with the burger, especially if the ingredients of the burger are good and high quality ingredients. So yes, the quality of the meat and the quality of the cheese and the fruit that is put in, and of course the most important ingredient, the love. And you know that full well, Tim, because you cook with a lot of love all the
I cook
time.
with a lot of love, which translates into sugar and fat. But
Yeah.
there you go.
So Anne Marie is saying healthy eating, drink and treats in the moderation, walking especially with which is so easy in Tenerife. Always feel healthier here. Yes, I can totally agree. Yeah? I mean, it makes a difference
Oh,
if you're out here walking and you're enjoying where you're walking. Um, Obviously, Marie Alti says walk 4 mile uh, a day now. That's great. Y hola, mi niña María Albonos. Buenas tardes.
hey, Maria.
Hola, hola, hola. Saludos. And yes,
Yep.
Denise is saying, Denise is saying, yes, Julian, we made it our weekly pleasure. Yes, definitely, we need to meet up there. Yeah. I need to have that Oklahoma smash again.
Oklahoma weather.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes,
The
lovely,
Big Mac
lovely.
meal, for instance, is 1,040 calories.
Uh-huh.
So that means you can't have a muesli for breakfast and a Big Mac for dinner without going over your calorie deficit. So if you decide to eat a Big Mac meal, that's like fries, Big Mac, and a soda, then basically you have 460 calories left at my weight before you're putting weight on, before you're maintaining weight. So basically, you've got to know what the calorific value is.
Yes, of
Certain
course.
foods. And if you
That
don't know
makes
the
sense.
calorific value, let's assume you're taking a handful of nuts. Nuts are healthy, right? Polyunsaturated fats. A handful of nuts is over. Well, I mean, I even did this in my meals.
They are very high in calories, but they are good calories. And walnuts, for instance, they resemble the brain, so they can only be good for the brain.
But they're good calories in the respect of nuance. And what I'm talking about is hammer. If you eat more than 1,500 calories, you're not losing weight.
No.
And it doesn't matter what it is. You could have 1,500 calories of bags of crisps. As long as you stop and start again the next day, you'll lose weight. So you can eat crisps all day, every day, as long as you don't go over 1,500 calories.
Yes. However, there's the nuance again.
I'm not saying you need to do that, obviously.
No, because then you're not giving your body any good calories. So that's the difference. And I mean, for longer and healthier living, as our topic is today, we need to look at better ingredients, like more fruit and veg, but then maybe combine.
You have to eat more protein, actually.
Exactly.
If you eat vegetables, that doesn't help.
Combined with some kind of meat, if you fancy meat, or if you're vegetarian or vegan, then you can eat tofu or whatever, So, Ian, I mean, you get a lot of your stuff out of the garden, so you are doing a lot of things already. Right, obviously, unconsciously, or maybe consciously, now that you're conscious about it. You do the moving bit, then obviously you're also eating the produce you're getting out of your beautiful garden.
Yeah, and it's something I said at the very beginning. It's something you inherited from your parents and your family. Okay, my situation, I was brought up on a farm, so I was used to always eating, sitting down to good meals, good fresh meals. Right, I grow in my garden what we eat.
Yes.
Stuff that we grow, stuff that we don't eat regularly. I don't grow. I grow my potatoes, I grow my cabbage, I grow my greens and everything like that. Now,
how many chickens and cows do you have?
No, I've no chickens or I've no cows. I mean, most vegetables, there's nothing like fresh vegetables. To be honest, I mean, they're low. Vegetables is low in fat and calories, and they're full of like your potassium. That helps your blood pressure.
Yeah.
Your fiber, everything that helps your cholesterol levels. My mother always says to me, eat plenty fiber. That was something that I was always taught.
Fiber.
It's good for you. It keeps your blood flowing. It keeps your arteries free from the fat that clogs them up.
Yeah.
You've got your eye of vitamins in your fresh vegetables as well. Not just with what I grow. I mean, what have you got? What have you got in your fresh vegetables? What vitamins have you got? You've got vitamin A. You've got vitamin C's. So
Mhm.
you think about vitamin C. What does that do? That helps. That goes into your bloodstream. That helps you to heal. If you cut yourself, if you're high in vitamin C, that helps
Mhm.
you to heal quicker.
Yeah.
Um, it absorbs. It also helps you to absorb the iron into your body. It's all part of that. That's all part of being healthy.
Yeah.
I say I said it before. Don't get out there. Don't be a couch potato.
If you're going to be a couch potato, make chips.
It depends if you've got the right potato.
That's also true.
Exactly.
No.
King
We're lucky. We're
Edwards.
lucky at the moment. We've only got one sort of potato. That's the ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, it's. I said it earlier on. It's something. It's something that you inherit with. Okay, I mean, people in the country life. I think they appreciate it. That's why lately I've been doing these blogs. I'm sorry, I've got to come around onto this because there is many people in the big cities. It stays in the big concrete jungles, we'll call them. Don't know what goes on in the farming community.
mhm.
Many people think, and I'm appalled by this actually, that milk comes out the bottle. Where does milk come from?
Really?
Yes, I'm appalled. I have heard children, and I take back and saying, uh, milk comes out in the bottle, doesn't it? Or I'll have to go and get a bottle of milk. But where does milk come from? It comes out the bottle. Now, these, to me, these are people that are staying in the concrete jungles that don't have an outlook on their lifestyle.
In the cities, there are also a lot of sections, even in yeah, busy cities on the roofs. Have you seen that that on the rooftops beautiful garden sections have been created, and if there's not so much horizontal space, there are those beautiful vertical gardens. And I
Yes,
mean, Tim and Christine, you've got your herb vertical garden,
yeah,
sort of. It is
many,
sort of vertical.
yeah. Round our way now. There is many people like myself, maybe retired, are looking for allotments. Uh, many farmers are gifting parts of their land that they don't use to
Mhm.
groups so
Yeah,
that they can turn it into their own gardens. Um,
exactly.
at the end of the day, when these groups harvest the vegetables and whatever they grow, they're actually putting them back into the food banks.
Hmm.
Um, Plus, they sell as well in the stalls. Uh, Market stalls and what have you in the towns and the villages like that. I mean, the allotments now are becoming more and more popular with people.
Yes, exactly. And
Uh,
even school classes go out there and see how yeah, how they those things are grown. Because
yeah,
when you and I were doing the video for the carrots, I think, or the yeah, it was either
yeah,
the carrots or the potatoes, and I asked you about yeah, how do you grow them? So I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. then I was surprised how you explained to me about those weird shapes carrots can take.
Yeah.
That they spread out in all sorts of directions because they were hitting a stone or some
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
surface.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those are things. Yeah, they are interesting, and you probably wouldn't know about it.
I think nowadays people are realizing, obviously, with the cost of living crisis and prices and everything like that. And as I say, these groups are springing up, but it's twofold. It's saving them money, plus it is
Yes.
providing food for healthier living.
Yes, and you are also more in control of what you are actually putting into your body,
Exactly.
opposed
Yeah.
to going out to the supermarket. I mean, yeah, it looks like that. It looks like a potato, or it looks like an apple, but you don't know if it really is an apple or if it really is what
One of
it's
the funny
supposed to
things
be.
about the app that I'm using is it came out with a new version, and it says now all you have to do is to scan the barcode on your food, and it will tell you how many calories are in it. And
Oh,
I thought, if you're eating food with barcodes on it, that's part of the problem.
yes. Yes, yes. Ali Bennett is saying community gardens are becoming more popular. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah. And
Definitely. Definitely.
yeah, yeah. Chris, what is your favorite your favorite veg, or I mean, Tim prepares so great food. We all know that. What
Yeah.
is your favorite dish he prepares for you?
Oh, that's difficult to answer.
That's difficult to answer because it's all good, right?
Yeah.
The steak at the weekend was good.
Yeah. Although I usually don't like meat, but the steak was great.
I got it from the Rosa Centre, and
Mm,
it was a big piece of entrecote, and I made him cut it in half, and I froze half, and I
mhm,
did the other half in thyme and garlic and butter. Mm.
mm.
I
Yes.
just don't like pork.
No.
And one day, when the Bofrost guy came around,
In Germany, this was, it wasn't
yeah,
Bofrost here.
and he said, "Oh, Calabar, that's really good." He said, "Is it pork?" We said, "Yes." Then I don't want it. And he thought I was a Muslim.
Yeah.
They do have Bofrost
What's
here
your
as well.
favourite vegetable meal that I make?
Like Indian stuff you do with Indian
Like
spices.
lentil curries and spices.
Yeah.
One of my
Mm,
favourite vegetarian meals is when I don't know what to do, I just get the capsicum peppers. There's a red, green, and yellow, yeah.
ah, yes. Uh-huh.
And I cut the tails off them.
Yes.
Put the rest in a plastic bag and stick it in the crisper. But the tails, the bottoms, I chop them into slices, onion and celery and any other vegetables I've got, and just put them with a little bit of olive oil and mojo vojo or the mojo verde powder. You can buy the
Ah,
powder.
yes, yes, yes.
You
The
have to
one
mix
that
it
you usually use to make your own
make
mojo.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a cilantro based or a tomato-y, chili based
Yes.
sauce, right? So I just
Mhm.
I just do it in that, and adobo, I think it's called, is one of them, and there's
Uh-huh.
another one, but it's like these Canarian spices,
Yes.
and I just rub them in like that and grill them for 15 minutes until the peppers are nearly blackened, and then
Hmm.
I drain the liquid into a cup, put the vegetables to one side, Then I bring out a little bit of cream cheese, like Philadelphia cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of salt and pepper, and I mix that with a little bit of lemon juice and spread that on wraps. Then I put in the vegetables and I wrap them up. And the juice that I've reserved, I don't use that for this meal. I use it for another meal. So once I've wrapped them, I cut them into, if it's a big wrap, I'll cut them into 4 or 5. So 2 ends and then 4, maybe 6, and stand them on end in one of those little red dishes like you get tapas.
Yes, the tapas dishes, the round
earthenware
one.
dishes,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Mhm.
so I've cut the wrap now, and I've stood them on end, and I put them in there. Then I grate a little bit of mozzarella or some sort of cheese over it, and a little bit of thyme or whatever, a little bit of olive oil, and put it under the grill until the cheese is bubbling. And then you can take those out, and you can pick them out. If you leave them cool, you can pick them out with your fingers. And
Mm.
that, I mean, that
Yes.
is such a cheap meal, and it's tasty, and you put in a mixed salad with it, and you've got a fantastic dinner.
Do you want to put your cookbook up here in the chat?
Just go to timothydowd.com and scroll down to cookbook.
Yes, yes.
It's free, by the way.
That also love
Uh-huh.
moussaka and lasagna.
Oh, I do a great moussaka as well.
Oh yes, I can be testimony of that. Moussaka is fantastic. Yes, yeah.
Am I running out of battery? No.
Guys, someone is saying here that it's already nearly 7 o'clock and it's getting dark. Yes, it is.
It is a wee bit.
It
Yes.
is nearly. So, Ian, have you got anything else that you want to share with us here now?
I think we've had a good discussion tonight, and I hope Dean listens in on his catch up and he's quite happy. I had a wee question for the viewers, but time has went on. We'll save that one for the next one, Julianne.
Okay.
We'll save that one for the next time. What I would like to leave you with is think about, have the right attitude to your life and its values. Surround yourself with positive energy. Engage on things you are passionate about. Be conscious of your diet. Eat plenty of fruit and greens, etc. Treat yourself like your plants in the garden with TLC.
Yes.
Tender, loving care. Treat yourself.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. TLC, absolutely.
I'm going to treat Christina like the plants in the garden. I'm going to give her no more water and throw crap on her every once in a while.
Oh,
dear.
Chris, would you like to add anything to that?
I'd like to say, when we talk about subjects like this, I get a bit jealous. But because I used to love going for long walks, and I did it regularly, and it was great.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore, so I do it in my dreams.
I could take you on a long roll. I'll start you at the top of the hill here and just roll you down the beach.
That's not the same, Tim.
No.
But anyway, you are still living the best life you can, and I'm glad. I'm really happy that you are part of this community, and I'm pretty sure that so are our dear viewers. in the chat. Most of them, they know you personally, and it's always a pleasure having you live, whether
Thank
it was
you.
on the balcony before, or out and about somewhere else, or now live here on screen. So I'm really happy that you are part of the community, and definitely it makes a lot of sense to have the right tribe around you. That's also part of healthier living. Yeah,
Mhm.
the right tribe, and people who support you and don't pull you down. So people who uplift. So I think that's something great that's happening here in the chat, as I can also see. There's a lot of uplifting going on. Whether you might have had a bit of an iffy day, you come here and you have people who give you whether a smile or a lovely comment or just some kind of support, and that's great. That's what it's all about, having the right tribe. Yeah. So Tim, what about you? Your last words.
Healthy living. I think that if you are a young person, you shouldn't abuse your body. If you're a middle-aged person, if you're a middle-aged person, then you should think about abusing your body less. And if you're an old person, den paar Jahr noch. Those few years ahead of you, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
My
Enjoy.
cholesterol will not kill me before I die of old age. The only
No.
thing I've got to do is to make sure that I don't get too fat.
Oh, everything in moderation. And
Exactly.
again, balance is key. There's nothing wrong with a glass of wine.
That's
Um,
true.
just maybe not until you get a hangover.
Well, the secret to that is don't stop drinking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Comment from Ali Bennett.
Wow. Ah, yes. Oh, I love that one. Oh, yeah. Yes. Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, and love. There you go.
Yes. That's as good as TLC. Absolutely.
It
Yeah.
is definitely.
Live, laugh, and love. Yeah. Yeah. Cannot do without any of those,
No.
basically.
Sorry, I can't see the comments tonight, but I was remiss in setting stuff up, and I can't see it.
Yeah. So, yeah, with those words, Ellie, you put it in a nutshell. Live, laugh, and love. And yeah, I want to thank you, each and every one of you that made it here in the chat, made some time for us again. We love our monthly get-togethers, food for thought. And tonight we've talked a lot about food. And yes,
It's the
I
only food
want
that doesn't make me fat.
great, isn't it? Yeah, and it's
The
it's
food for
free as
thought.
well. Yeah, absolutely. So
I'm getting slimmer
also
as we speak. Look.
thank you, Dane, again for suggesting that topic. I hope we discussed it to your liking. Leave us a comment after the show if you like, and yeah, I hope to see you on at some time in the future. So, wishing you all a wonderful month ahead. And yeah, keep it nice and balanced. And I guess you're all already doing the right thing in some shape or form. Absolutely. So I want to thank you all for making time for us, and see you next month. Bye.
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 Bye. See ya.
Bye.